Just making moves here and there, man. Just doing what I do, man.
So you pretty much, this is after graduation, right?
Yeah.
You out there in the world now. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, we out here. So tell me, EjNewVibe, how did you get into music? What's the start for you?
Well, my family, I come from a very musical background. My great grandmother, she used to sing. My grandmother and my two aunts, they used to sing. They used to always having us in church singing. Like my mother, she used to sing in the choir a lot, and yeah, it just stuck with me since birth. I didn't really start singing until like 16, 17. After I graduated from high school, it was just like I started to take it a little bit more serious,
right?
And really tried to find myself as an artist. So it's just like I started engineering my own music. Like I used to write horrible songs though. Like,
what's the first song you ever wrote? What was the first bar that you ever wrote?
The first song I ever wrote, it was a song called "Dreaming." It was so bad. I was like young boy lost in his thoughts. Young boy lost in his thoughts, having bad dreams and mishaps. It was just some weak stuff, man. I was just like, yeah, I ain't gonna make it in the music industry because of this stuff right here, man. But just being around, different people and just they writing techniques and stuff like that, it made me get better. Like I've actually sat in like songwriting sessions and stuff, and it's crazy because it's like you have people that real life sit and be like, yeah, that was trash. You should like rewrite that and say something else. And I was just like, dang, I had no idea it'd get that. I had no idea it'd get that real,
Right.
So, it made me want to really take it serious and really just study different writing styles, study different artists and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would say I got better over time.
So that pretty much woke up, the start of your musical career because
Basically.
you're going from, and the same thing here, we're being African American, you're brought up around music as far as gospel.
Mm-hmm.
You're around a lot of gospel music. You're around a lot of, I'll say, spiritual music. So it kind of helps when you're telling like that when you're doing your songwriting. That's why you always stick to having a story.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of like put it in in references of that. But
that's dead on. I couldn't have explained it any other way.
So you come from this musical background. Of course, you were in church a lot. So once you started writing yourself, how did that like? Did you start like your own song, or you started with a mixtape, or you was in a group? Like,
what's funny? Like, it's crazy. I done worked on like so much music, man. But yeah, it was a situation where it was like I was in like multiple groups and stuff like that, and it was just like it never really worked out. And it was not because it was like, oh, I'm being selfish, and it's just sometimes people don't have like the same mindset as you.
Yeah,
and they're looking at it as like, oh man, it's like we could just do it, but it's like how stuff is now, you can't just do it, man. You gotta have a plan, you gotta have certain goals, and everybody gotta have the same creative vision, and it's just that's kind of why a lot of groups don't work out now, man. It's just like everybody got like different creative visions and stuff. So, the many groups that I was a part of and stuff, it was just
wasn't working. Huh?
No, it just was never working.
So that pretty much when those group projects don't work, you can tell who's gonna be the solo star.
I've always worked with people. Like I'll work with people all day long, but if it's just like a group effort,
yeah,
I get real iffy. Them trust issues started to kick in. It just I don't really know how it's gonna work out. You feel me? So it's just I never really put my all into it.
So
I try to though.
Speaking of songwriting, right? So how do you feel about songwriting versus ghostwriters? Or to be political correct, a little bit of help in the studio. Is there wrong with a little bit of help?
I feel like both is beneficial. I feel like people look at it as, oh, you don't write your own shit, so this is not your content. Technically, in a sense, it is and it's not. But at the same time, like I said, both of them is beneficial. Like if I'm having a hard time writing something, or if I got a little piece of something, I will go to that person and be like, hey man, like help me do this. Of course, I've never came across that problem to where it's like I would have somebody like help me write a song. I mean, right. A couple of times, like a hook or something, but yeah, like I don't see nothing wrong with it. And this is always brought up in any type of debate. Like when you think about Drake and the fact that Quentin Miller wrote most of his stuff, and when you think about Michael Jackson and stuff, like it really surprised me when I was in like back when I was actually going here, and I went to a songwriting workshop with a teacher, and he was like, yeah, if you look at all of the songs that Michael Jackson wrote, half of that stuff he didn't even write. That was like somebody else that wrote that for him. I was just like, wow, that's really surprising.
So, and that's why I tell a lot of people, like, I mean, if you think of female rappers, like, I thought the Brat wrote all her shit, but Jermaine Dupri was writing all that stuff. Because if you go check the facts, it's like Jermaine Dupri is the writer.
That's crazy. Like he pulled up a website and everything. There's literally there are artists that are looking for placements in like certain songwriters to write a specific song about a specific topic. So they'll have the artist, like let's say for instance Beyonce, she wants a song about, you know, a bad breakup or something, and she'll put that out there, and it'll be like 15 to 16 writers that's, you know, that probably done been handpicked to come up with something for. I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. Like if it's really like that, it's just like, dude, like it's beneficial in a way, because I mean everybody get writer's block.
That's true. I mean, look at Rihanna. They say Rihanna has like 15 writers when she's in the studio.
Rihanna's horrible.
Oh my God.
Rihanna's horrible. But
I mean, sometimes I guess you need that. Like,
it's needed though.
Because I feel like with Big Daddy Kane, he said like he used to write for Roxanne Shante, and he was like, you know, he felt like when they asked him about ghostwriting, he felt like, you know, it's nothing wrong with two people coming together to make a dope song. That's how he looked at ghostwriting.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's a difference between like collaborators and completely write my song, like, and that's where people get like the misconception of it. I don't look at it as I got a ghostwriter. I look at it as, okay, I'm collaborating with somebody to make a dope song.
Right.
That's just simply what it is.
And that's simple what it is, exactly.
Like I think one thing about it is like, okay, say for instance, Party Next Door.
Okay.
He wrote that work song that Rihanna was literally.
Oh, he wrote work with Rihanna and Drake? I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a version that was out that it was him. Drake's verse is still on the song. Okay. But Rihanna singing it, that's literally not what it was.
Because Party Next Door and Drake are cool too. Super cool.
You know, he was a part of OVO, and I think he left.
Okay.
Or whatever. But yeah, like, and that was a pretty messed up situation, I would say, because it's like, I guess he looked at it as, I'm kind of tired of being put in this position where somebody is getting hot off of a song that I wrote, so I kind of want to do my own thing now. Now, when it comes to that situation, yeah, I mean, that ghostwriting stuff, yeah, because I mean, if you're an artist yourself and you writing something for somebody else, it's like, that's my work. You getting hot off my work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's really being blown out of proportion.
And I think
really need to like study the difference between the two.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion, because at the end of the day, you're still going to listen to the music. You're still going to listen to the song. You're still going to listen to the song.
Regardless of who wrote it. If it catches your attention, if you like it, if you tapping your foot to it, if you nodding your head, if you smoking weed, getting drunk, partying to it, it really doesn't make a difference who wrote the damn song. Like, you're going to listen to it and you're going to enjoy it. So,
you're right.
That's just how I feel.
All right, so let's get into some Chicago shit because, you are from Chicago. Yes. And let's talk some Chicago, right?
Let's talk some Chicago shit. Let's get it out there.
So, right now, off the back, I got a question.
Okay, what's up?
Uncle Remus or Harold's?
And look, for the record, I am from out west. I am born and raised brother from out west.
But where do you currently live?
I currently live out south. When I was born and raised in Chicago, I was born and raised in K-Town, Kildare, Monroe.
Shout out to the west side, shout out to the south side.
4323 West Monroe. That was my address when I was a baby.
Okay.
And, yeah, I was bouncing around out west. I used to live over there. Then I lived on Adams. Then I lived on Washington and Lotus. Then I lived on Adams. I mean, did I say Adams already? Yeah.
You was everywhere on the west
I was
side.
everywhere out west. Moved, went to Arkansas for like 2.5 years, came back to Chicago, and the very first spot that I moved back to was out south. And we moved on O Block. And for those people who know what O Block is, that's where Chief Keef and, all of them was from. So we stayed over there until about like 2000, I would say like 2009, 2010. Mm-hmm. So I've been out south since 06 though, but we, was moving around for a minute. But that was neither here nor there. But, I always pay homage to out west because I love out west, man. Like regardless of the jokes that's being cracked on Facebook and all that shit, like y'all can keep that shit. Because at the end of the day, out west ain't the only people that do ratchet shit. Because it's out west people too. Shout out to Halsted. But I can't do it, man. I can't sit up here.
It's a hard choice, huh?
Nah, it ain't even that it's a hard choice, man. Because it's so much you got to think about. You got to think about the way that the chicken is cooked. You got to think about the way. You got to think about the mild sauce.
The sauce.
Listen, because this is the thing. Uncle Remus,
even how the damn fries is made.
You feel me? Like, and then look, man, because this how you got to think about it. Harold sauce is good. That mild sauce it just does something to my spirit. Anybody that knows me knows that I love my chicken just drowned in mild sauce with the lemon pepper.
I don't know about drown, but
no, I gotta have it drowned. I can't just not eat it with little specks of mild sauce. Like that's like you disrespecting and you just
right.
Insult my
what's the purpose, right?
You feel me? Like what's the point? Don't even put the sauce there. So Harold's mild sauce is beautiful, but man, it's just something about that Uncle Remus sauce, man. It's like I can't explain it. It's just
and that's
so
the real Uncle Remus, not that one on 47 in Cottage Grove.
See, that's y'all problem.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's y'all problem.
I ate there and that shit was
man. Look, man.
Trash.
I knew nothing about that. All I know is that
that's like putting the Harold's dead smack on the west side in K-Town.
Look, man. All I know is that the Uncle Remus that I've always went to was out west on Madison. And that's simply put. And that sauce on that chicken. I kid you not. I remember every time my mama got hungry or every time like she didn't feel like cooking, her and the guy that she was talking to at the time, she would order like a fat ass G-pan of Uncle Remus, and it'll be nothing but like thighs, wings, legs, and it'll be a pool of fries up under the chicken, and it'd be so much mild sauce. I wouldn't even care about what's in the pan. I just want the sauce at that point. But man, like okay, so to go back to the question, if I had to choose between the two, I'm definitely.
Here it come.
I'm definitely gonna stick with Uncle Remus. I got to stay with Uncle Remus.
He's sticking with the Uncle Remus.
I love Harold's.
Hey, shout out to Harold.
I love King Harold, but I gotta stick with my uncle, man.
And that's the Uncle Remus on
out west on Madison.
On Madison. All right, so make sure y'all check Uncle Remus on Madison.
Y'all make sure.
All right, so.
Y'all need to get some of that out west chicken in your life. Stop playing.
Hey, I heard the tacos is real good too.
Oh yeah, Jerk Taco Man out there too.
Hey,
right there on Jackson.
We talking food, baby. We talking food. We got to make sure y'all eat good out here.
You know? With it, man.
You gotta make sure y'all eat good. So speaking of Chicago,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We get down to food. We making sure the people are eating good, right? So we got to also make sure that they are listening to some good music, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So who would you say are your top 5 Chicago MCs that are you listening to? Well, MC or rapper, because not everybody's an MC.
Right,
but
not everybody's an MC.
Who you listening to? Who are you? Who catches EJ ear?
Okay. This is I ain't gonna say this is a tough question because, like, anybody that knows me and knows my ear for music, I'm not gonna say I'm real picky, but it's just certain stuff I don't want to hear all the time. But Chicago artists have really they've been dope for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
like a really, really long time. Chance has always been a dope artist in my eyes. I know a lot of people be talking shit about, G Herbo, but Herbo actually is pretty dope. I just need him to stay on beat when he rap. But
yeah, I like G Herbo. I like Chance.
I like Chance. I like Herb. Dirk. This new side of Dirk that I've been seeing is pretty dope.
Yeah, he did change it up.
Yeah, man.
And I noticed it was just like dead smack in your face.
Because the thing of it is, it was like when all of them were coming up, it was just all drill music. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit and act like I was never a fan of the drill movement, but it was just like when that shit just started.
Who started the drill movement? To you.
To me, I really can't even say because it was just like, I don't know. I kind of was going with the status quo when everybody kept saying that Keith was the one.
I would think Keith is the first person I heard that was like really.
And I think and it's crazy because it's like I feel like I ain't gonna say I feel like everybody was trying to copy that, but it was like when
he started a little
when Keith started that little wave, I feel like okay. I'll put it like this: Keith, Herb, Dirk, and I would say them 3. I feel like
maybe Lil Bibby.
Yeah, them 4. Thank you, because I totally forgot. Them 4, I feel like they started a wave, and I feel like everybody else in the vicinity tried to copy that.
Okay,
me personally,
that makes sense.
That's
they were like the forefathers of that.
And
genre.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I support all Chicago artists, but I just feel like everybody was just kind of like copying that lane, and they were all kind of like
they took that shit and ran with it.
Yeah, and it's just like I ain't gonna say that's what Chicago is known for, but there's just certain people that do that shit, and it's just like, man, like come up with your own shit, be original. Feel me? So
right.
It's like Chance is one of them artists that he don't talk about that drill shit, and it's like I like that. He takes what they talk about and turns it into like a story. You feel me? Like Herb do that shit too, but it's just like with it's something about when Chance do it. Chance makes it more like heartfelt,
right?
Whereas Herb, he just like aggressive as shit with it, and it's just like I don't want to be aggressive like that. I want to sit back, smoke some weed, listen to Chance like really talk that shit,
right?
And it's just like a lot of it. It ain't really too many Chicago artists like Chance right now. But yeah, if I really had to choose my top 5, it'll be Chance first, Herb second, Bibby, even though I ain't really heard nothing from him in a while.
Okay.
So I'm hoping he hit his podcast so he can, drop some more
Hey,
shit.
Bibby, drop some shit, dog. You
drop
heard
some
it
shit,
first
bro.
on EjNewVibe Podcast.
I need you to bless.
EjNewVibe is telling you.
I need you to bless Chicago with that free crack, bro. Like, seriously. Because that, I ain't gonna lie. Them
I think he still do shows, though.
I mean, cool. He still do shows and shit. I'm just waiting for him to drop some shit. So, Chance, Herb, Bibby,
2 more. Dirk.
And, yeah, Dirk and Keith. The reason why I put Keith last is because, like, he's not the old Keith. He's, like, this new other Keith. which is expected. Because, I mean, he even said that in one of his mixtapes. Like, everybody want that old Keith. It's not going to happen. Like, I'm not bringing that old shit back. And that's cool. That's fine. You're supposed to elevate. But I miss old Keith, me personally. When he was first getting off when he was first coming up. That's the Keith that I miss. Like where everything was like super fucking repetitive, but it was still dope. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So your name is EjNewVibe, right?
Yeah.
How did you get this name? Because it's an authentic name.
Oh, man.
It's different.
I love telling this story. So before I got EjNewVibe, I've always kept EJ relevant. So this is the thing. My entire name is Marcus Eric Jeremiah Little. That is a long ass name.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very long name.
So I took the Eric and Jeremiah, which is my two middle names, and I made EJ. Now, The thing of it was, when I first started getting back into the music thing and I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I had like so many names. I had so many names. It was a name that my one of my cousins used to call me when I was a kid because I used to do a lot of stupid shit. Like I used to call myself a glorified stuntman. He used to call me Super Dave. So I was like Super Dave EJ.
Super Dave EJ.
And then I had like
so you went through a couple names.
Yeah, I went through a plethora of names. Bro.
A name crisis.
I was going through a name crisis. It was that. The girl I was talking to at the time, she was like, why not just take the 4 first letters of your name and just use that? So I was like, MEJL, that sounds, it's cool. So I tried it for like 2 days and was like, nah, fuck that. I don't want that. And so for a minute, for about like a year or two, EJ the Misfit stuck with me because I had like this little dark mentality. It was like, man, I'm a misfit. I stand out from everybody else. And it was just real cliche and it was real lame. So around the time I started coming to SAE, that name was kind of still resonating with me. But, as I, built the foundation and, built a relationship with different people here and collaborating and working with people, it's like that vibe name started to pick up a little bit more. People was just like, yo, like, every song you play or every time you perform somewhere, it's like it's a different type of vibe. And even the girl that I'm with now, shout out to my girlfriend Jasmine. I love you so much.
Shout out to Jasmine.
She, because she sings too, so I engineer most of her music and stuff.
Right.
And
y'all keeping the family affair.
Yeah, man. So she told me one time, she was just like, I'm gonna just call you Vibe because it seemed like that's literally what you are. Like, you just a vibey ass dude. And I was just like, okay, well, shit, I guess I'm changing my name again. Because, like, I went on a rant for, like, a while about it. And then it was just like, I was on Facebook and I was like, all right, Misfit is dead. And everybody was like, oh, shit, so you're not rapping or singing no more? I'm like, no, it's not that. I'm just changing my artist name because I just feel like this Vibe name just fits me more. So EjNewVibe just came to be what it is now. Every beat I make, every song I'm on, everything I touch is just a different vibe.
So everything is a different vibe. We got EjNewVibe with us. Yeah. So we're going to play a game called Vibe. So pretty much we're going to see what EJ is vibing with. Is he going to vibe with this or he going to vibe with that? Okay?
Cool.
All right. So on the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 people on the beach, right?
All right.
And you have Ashanti by the water, chilling. She's splashing around, right?
Oh, shit.
Then you got Beyonce over there playing volleyball.
Oh, shit.
Who you vibing with? Are you vibing with Ashanti over here by the water? Singing, baby, 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 baby.
Oh, shit.
Or you over here vibing with, whoa, Beyonce.
Nigga, you trying to get me shot. I just shot
Jasmine, do not send, the U.S. Navy up here.
I just shouted my whole girl out. You talking about something.
We play, it's vibes. We just vibing. We ain't say you was doing nothing. We just said a vibe.
I ain't gonna lie though. If I literally had to answer that question though, just off the strength,
just off the vibe, I'm not rocking with Ashanti, bro. I'm not rocking with Ashanti.
And it ain't nothing personally. It's just, okay, Ashanti is a beautiful lady. I just didn't think she was a dope artist at all.
So you're going to vibe over there with it.
I'm going to vibe with Beyonce. Like,
okay, so we vibing with Beyonce playing volleyball.
Cool. I play volleyball anyway, so I was very well rounded on the sports side. So yeah, I would probably want to go do that anyway. I don't want to go splash in no goddamn water. So yeah.
So we back with the vibes, and we're gonna take it to LA. We're gonna take it to the West Coast.
All right.
Right. So, are you going to vibe with Snoop over here in the studio, working on a new song with Dre, or would you go to the Bay Area and vibe with Too Short, working on a new song with E40?
Oh man, yo, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, because you gotta think, like, man, Snoop and Dre, that's big vibes.
Right.
Like, that's some dynamic duo shit. But then you got E40 and Too Short. That's finna be a song that's finna make all the females have to change their panties like 5 times.
They finna get turned.
Exactly. You feel me? So that's a tough one, man. And it's like, man, I'm one of them type of dudes too, man. Like, I want some feel good music, but then at the same time, I'm definitely gonna make some songs that's finna make you get your girl pregnant like 4 times in that same night. So it's just like, man, I don't know. See, I'm gonna have to. You just put me in a hard place, bro.
Hey, wait till you hear the other two.
Ah, man. All right. I'm going to have to go with Too Short and E40 on this one.
Okay, we vibing with Too Short and E40. Shout out to the Bay Area. They both just dropped albums, too. Shout out to Too Short and E40.
I got to check them out, for real. I got to check them all the way out.
So here comes the next one. You ready?
All right, let's go.
So, back to vibes. EjNewVibe. Are you vibing on set with Last Friday? Or are you vibing on set with Bad Boys 3?
Automatically Last Friday. Automatically Last Friday, bro. Wait, now hold on. Who's in it? Who's in it? Because that right there, that's
for Last Friday?
Yes. Who's in it?
Everybody from all 3 movies.
All right, cool. Definitely Last Friday. Definitely Last Friday. No cap. No cap.
So we on set with Cube and Last Friday, right?
Cool.
So the last one. You ready for the last one?
All right.
So, vibes. We talking vibes again.
Yep. Big vibes over this way.
And this probably gonna be a given.
All right.
Are you gonna vibe with Barack Obama chilling with President Bush? Or are you gonna vibe with Bill Clinton chilling with President Trump?
Automatically, I'm going to go chill with George W. and Barack.
Why Georgia? Clinton cool.
Clinton is cool, but I don't. Look, man.
We can't get down with the Trump
I
shit.
can't get down with Trump, man.
Trump gotta go.
Literally, bro. I can't. And then look, man. He messing with my man's Ye. Like, you getting in that man's head, you got the man tweaking. Like, come on back.
Speaking
Kanye.
of Ye, how do you feel about Kanye?
Man, bro.
Do we forgive him or do we just
regardless of all of the shit that he's said and done thus far? Like, I still love Kanye, man. Like, Kanye was one of my favorite artists when I was in that. Kanye got me through high school, bro. Like, straight up. I met that man when I was a freshman in high school. And he probably will not remember this, but I met him when I was a freshman in high school. My school had a program that was basically we went to the House of Blues to go see him. He was doing sound check for his show the next night, but he was doing something for the kids. And so he was giving out Xboxes and stuff like that. I just so happened to be one of the lucky people that won an Xbox, and I shook his hand and stuff, took a picture with him and everything. Like, that made me feel so good, man, because, like, I had just got the Graduation album that same day, and it was just like, man, after that, I was like, can't nobody tell me shit. I just met Kanye. Like, real talk.
Hey, that's how it is. Like, Kanye is somebody that we're like, hey, we pulling for you, but then you keep doing these, trying to act like, are you really that far disconnected,
And, it's like, I don't like when all of this shit first happened, when he said slavery was a choice and shit, it was like, okay, yeah, I felt a way about that in the beginning, but it's just like, I just really hope and pray that this man know what he's doing. I hope and pray that
I agree.
Whatever it is that he's trying to do, I hope that
whatever you're trying to accomplish.
You feel me? Like because this is my thing. God didn't place me on this earth to judge nobody, man.
That's true. That's true. That's some real spill.
Regardless of the fact of what he said, just like everybody else in America, he is voicing his opinion, and that's just simply what it is, and that's just how I looked at it. I can't get mad at him voicing his opinion.
That's true. That's
Literally.
true.
I don't have to agree with what he's saying, but at the same time, I can't get mad at what he's saying.
That's true. That's real spill on that Kanye joint. It's one of those things, a touchy situation, you know?
Yeah, real touchy, man.
So, and we just real quick want to give our respects, of course, to the late LV, right?
Yeah, and rest in peace to my brother Travis, man.
So LV was somebody who you were close with, correct? And you know, I used to see like videos of you guys just in here, like I used to be in here. This was a party in here.
Yeah,
that's what made me even come to school. I'm like, there's a party in here. Everybody's kicking it, having a good time. So pretty much, how do you think his legacy will live on, and how do you think pretty much what was his impact on you guys?
Okay, so when I first met him, it was a guy that was here. He basically had this little, series going on with SAE, and it was like, basically it was like how the BET, how they do the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, and they do the ciphers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it was.
Oh, y'all was in the cipher.
They were going around, letting everybody know, hey man, we looking for artists to do the cipher.
Okay.
I wasn't a part of it at first, but after hearing everybody else, I got inspired and I wanted to be a part of it. That's how I met him.
Okay.
We were all in the big studio recording it, and we was all just having a conversation. And then the next week or two, we ended up shooting a video for the cipher, and we went outside and smoked and stuff like that. And we just started conversating and stuff then, and it was just like, that's been my bro since day one. Like, we had a moment where it was me and him literally in the studio, and we worked on probably like 3 or 4 songs, and it was just like that. That's been my bro ever since.
Mm-hmm.
He had his own thing going on, man. He, was getting ready to, pull his label up, and he had his LLC.
He had a following that was ridiculous.
Yeah, a following. He was really doing his thing, man. I mean, I was inspired, man. Like, it was a lot of personal conversations that me and him had. It was just, some stuff that, I'm pretty sure it was some stuff that he wouldn't really tell me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one time where you didn't see him smiling. It wasn't one time you would see him cracking jokes, just being funny and being his funny self. Like,
right.
And that just, it motivated me, because I was going through hell while I was at SAE, man. And it was just like, bruh, seeing him, it just made me feel like, man, bro, what he going through can't be no worse. For him to still be walking through his smiling and everything, and him still doing his music and everything. Like, LV was the hardest worker at SAE, and that's just how I feel. If anybody disagree with me, that's just your opinion. But he was one of the hardest workers there, man. And, it crushed me, because it was like, we had just graduated. Mm-hmm. Not even a week or two later.
Wow, that was a week after graduation?
It was a quick little while. It wasn't too long after we graduated.
Right.
I found out through Facebook, though. Somebody had called me through Facebook, and they asked me what's going on. I was like, what you mean? It was just like, man, there's a rumor going around saying LV got shot. I'm like, nah, man. So when I made a status about it, and I tagged his name in it to see if he would respond. And people were just rolling down my comments and stuff like that. And then his actual cousin ends up inboxing me personally, and she was just like, yeah, he gone, man. And it crushed me, man. It just caught me off guard, because I wasn't expecting that at all. Not him, you feel me?
Right, that's what a lot of people was like, out of anybody, like, what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, even after that, it was just like
if it never happened, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a numb feeling.
It's still hard to believe though.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that ain't nobody gonna forget about him. Like, ain't nobody gonna forget about him. I'm not gonna let people forget about him. His sister is really, really talented.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm looking for her to just, step up and do more than what he did.
And continue that.
You feel me? Continue that legacy, for him. Like, everybody that was around him, we not gonna let him just die in vain. We not gonna let that just go unnoticed. Like, people gonna know who LV is. People gonna know about Eternal and what that stands for and what that means. Like, and even if we're not together doing it, still we gotta represent either way it go.
So how do you feel about the gun violence in Chicago?
Oh man,
what do you think could stop?
I get asked that question so many times, man. It's so hard to like even answer that question because it's like, me personally, I've always sat and thought to myself, like, I don't know what's going through a person's mind and what they've been through for them to feel like this is cool for me to take somebody else's life. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I've never been through that situation to like really understand that. Like, I would hear so much about what my brother would talk to me about, man. Like, my brother, he feel like, well, I ain't gonna say he feel like that now, but he used to feel like that. He was just like, man, if somebody wanted to kill me right now, they could have been done it. And it's just like, bro, stop talking like that.
Yeah.
You got kids, man.
Yeah, and that's always a weird situation when that happens because you don't know what somebody is going through. And like I tell a lot of people with gun violence, it's just like I base it off people like just being in a different state of mind. Like they're just because some people get to the point where they hit rock bottom and they don't care.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's like and it's scary, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm so
telling
scary
you.
because it's like you don't know what that person's going through.
Right.
You don't know what you can and cannot say to that person. Because, like, me personally, I done lost, out of all the friends that I've had, I've lost about 17 to 18 of them, either every year or every other year.
Oh, man.
I've had situations where, like, one of my friends, like, died right in my arms, like, real talk. Like, it was just, this is crazy, man. Like, it's scary to me, but at the same time, it makes me so upset because it's just like, oh, y'all just not gonna stop. Like, y'all are just not gonna stop. It makes
it like,
what is it gonna take for y'all to just?
Because now you're probably just numb to it.
Yeah, like it gets frustrating. And what's crazy is that like police officers are not making it no better, man.
Nah, they taking us out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's like. That's why a lot of the guys that's out here doing it, they feel like, okay, y'all police officers out here doing it, but y'all, want to instill this law shit on us when we do it.
Right.
Either way it go, I'm not justifying that any of it is right because it's wrong either way it goes, but it's just like the fact that you know this and you got this knowledge, shouldn't that tell you, okay, maybe it is just something that I need to change. Maybe it's just something I need to fix. With myself, you feel me? Like, I don't understand why shit is the way it is, man. It's like I pray over people and their families every day, man. Like,
on the real,
cause I got little brothers, I got a little sister, I got nieces and shit, I got nephews and stuff that I care about dearly, And for me to have to think about that, my mama always told me what you fear happening is gonna end up happening.
Yeah.
And it's like I never want to live with that type of fear on my heart.
You don't want to live with no fear. Yeah.
But that shit's scary, man.
It is when you like really put it together. But shout out to LV's family. Respect to LV. Continue to rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro. We love you, man.
So definitely we got into a lot of things. So what about some new music? What's the new project that's coming out for EjNewVibe? What we got cooking? Because he's a spitter. Don't get confused by the production crap. I'm not trying to hear it.
Oh, man.
When is the new EjNewVibe project coming out?
So, I have actually, I got 3 projects I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had to push back dates.
Mm-hmm.
So I had already dropped the EP before I graduated. It's called Dream. So
Okay. So check that out.
It's on SoundCloud
Dreams is
right
out.
now. It's on SoundCloud right now. Also, I do have 2 singles out on Spotify. So the first one is What You About, that is produced by my big dog, King Zoo. Shout out to him. And also,
King
I
Zoo.
have another single. It is called Dead Wrong. That is featuring my boy, Money Made D. Shout out to my brother. And that is also featuring my girl, Genesis. So, yeah. All of that is on Spotify. And my EP is on SoundCloud. So, y'all check it out.
Okay.
Now,
check that out.
As far as the new music, I am dropping a prelude EP because it was supposed to segue into my up-and-coming project that me and LV was working on before he died.
Mm-hmm.
So the prelude EP, that is basically all me. It was produced, 3 tracks on there. It was produced by $100. He was just walking around in here. But shout out to my bro.
Shout out to Bucks.
Featuring Chuck Huncho. Shout out to my other bro.
Chuck Huncho. That's bro. Huncho.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Huncho, go holla at me.
Shout you gotta out holla to my boy.
You gotta holla at me, bro.
Gold Child Sauce Crew shit, you feel me?
He gets busy.
he
gets busy.
So yeah, it's that. Me and LV, before he passed, we was working on our group EP. It was called Prescription.
Okay.
We were supposed to be dropping that real soon. I was gonna drop it on New Year's Eve, but I gotta push the dates back. There's still some stuff that needs to be done on it.
Okay.
And the next project after that, I was actually gonna take a step back from being an artist, and I was gonna be producing. I was coming out with a beat tape.
Okay.
And it was called Vibe Volume 1. So I was gonna have like a couple of featured artists. I ain't really gonna put too many names out there, but just know my boy K Silent on there, you know, Big Dog Nelly, Miranda B. She probably gonna kill me because I ain't get her artist name right, so don't butcher me. Yeah, I got a few names. I'm keeping on the DL right now. I'm locking it in the chamber, but I got work coming, man. 2019 finna be a movement.
2019 is EjNewVibe. Yeah, he got a lot of projects dropping.
Be ready, man. Be ready.
Y'all better get ready. How can they follow you? Give your social medias.
All right. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I just made my actual fan page on Facebook, so everything is at EjNewVibe, and so at capital E, lowercase j.
Sometimes you gotta spell it out for people.
Yeah, you feel me? Capital E, lowercase j. Capital N, lowercase e and w. Capital V, as in Violet. IBE.
I didn't hit this goddamn mic about 20 times with my forehead.
And the IBE is lowercase as well. So.
Hey, EjNewVibe, keep that. I'm telling y'all, go check him out right now. Like, I'm a fan of this man right here.
Oh yeah.
So
I ain't just started my YouTube back up, but I did put a lot of my stuff back on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So I'm gonna try to make my best efforts to get back into vlogging and stuff like that, because I only got one vlog and that's it, and it sucks. So I need to be more consistent with uploading and just being more productive with my stuff. So y'all, check me out, man.
Hey, check out EjNewVibe. He coming. 2019 is his year.
Show some love.
He taking over. Let's show Chicago artists love. That's what we got to do. Make sure y'all keep checking us out. This is episode 5. It will be on SoundCloud, YouTube. Doitforthaculture Podcast, presented by Creaticore Design and Project Aim. We are for the culture. Do it for the culture. All day, every day. Y'all can follow me at RealIt'sD. That's on Twitter and Instagram. And then make sure y'all follow the Facebook group, which is the blog page for Do It For The Culture. And check us out, man. We in here. We out. EjNewVibe, baby.
Vibing now. That was dope. That was a beautiful podcast.